I love that song. How's it going, Rackle viewers? Grim Gaddy right back into it with more Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. Now, while our second campaign from our wonderful GM who gave us Avarice the half-cast homebrew is taking a bit of a break, we are doing a nice little 3-shot based in Storm King's Thunder. And I'm going to play a rogue because I didn't feel like... Well, honestly because I've been trying to work with a ninja build again, and the Rogue Scout, frankly, basically is that, like, to a T. So that's going to be my character, a nice little wood elf ninja. And of course we got most of the usual cast. We got the Bard, we got Matthew who played Boots, being our wonderful DM this time. Though it seems like a slew of us are having both life and computer issues. Someone's computer is updating, someone else, I won't get into their personal details. That's bad of me, right? That's bad of me. Let me change the music, actually. As much as I like the Final Fantasy VII Chase music. Oh, and for those curious, that intro song was If You Still Believe from the Legend of Dragoon soundtrack. For those that actually recognized it, kudos to you. You're officially amazing. I love that game. Really sad that it kind of, like, was like this unsung hero of RPGs and it kind of died after its one game. I personally would have loved to see a remake or, hell, a sequel now. Even in this day and age after it's been so long. And for God's sakes, they're making a Boondock Saints 3. I can still justify Square Enix saying, screw it, let's make another Legend of Dragoon, people will dig it. Maybe if they actually advertised it better, it would actually be up there with the Final Fantasies. I don't understand people sometimes. There we go, that's a good one. Mark of the Traitor from the Final Fantasy VII soundtrack. That all said, let's go ahead and jump into the Discord chat and chat it up with our good old homeboys.
Lots of D&D in my life, as always.
Yeah. This is the most that I've had for a while.
What, D&D?
Yeah. I'm like running 2 things at the moment. It's weird.
Nice.
That's weird.
Most I ever ran was one shot that we only half finished.
I moved my campaign to Tuesdays, so I have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday games every week.
Oh my god.
I know.
I remember back when I was
And then,
dumb enough to have 4 games a week. That was a mistake I'm never going to repeat.
I will only ever have one.
Only ever one.
I'm dedicated. It's also just really fucking hard to find a game, so, you know.
Oh man, I tried for the longest time to get something before I found this group, and it just like would not work. I was putting in like fucking applications and stuff to do something on like Roll20, and that was just like
I had to
dumb as shit.
do auditions. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Auditions.
The first time I ever tried to play Scratches, the GM was like, "Can you do a cat voice?" I'm like, "What is that?"
What's a cat voice?
Oh
That's
my
me.
god.
I
Immediately
know.
picked you.
Tabaxi has wares
Did
if you have coin. The fuck is a cat
It
voice?
wasn't even like a tabaxi voice. It was like basically just inserting cat puns in the middle of your sentences. Like,
Lord.
meow, are you doing? I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that.
I mean,
I didn't get in, which is probably for the best.
What's this guy's name? I need to meet him.
Dude, this was like over 2 years ago.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, in my Dungeon Mad Mage group, we've been having players drop in and out constantly, but we don't do auditions. We do like a group interview process. We kind of gauge, throw some questions at them, some scenarios, how they deal with it, how their character might deal with it.
I don't even remember what the process was for getting into Avarice.
It was
There was not a.
I posted something.
And we clicked the link.
No, I posted something on a Discord, and you all sent me messages, and I was just like, "You guys sound cool."
Oh wait, was
I
that
think there
Dungeons and
was-
Flagons?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
yeah.
That was Dungeons and Flagons. Holy
Yeah.
shit!
That Discord I got banned from because of a meme. Fuck those guys.
That Discord I left because nothing happened.
Yep.
Well, one game happened, and like when I was like 3 months into Avarice, was like, I don't think I need Dungeons and Flagons anymore.
right.
Every other game I've gotten has been really terrible.
My exact thoughts.
Yeah, most of my... I found one decent group out of my Roll20 searches. But it's weird. I swear to
Which one
God.
was it?
That's my current Dungeon of the Mad Mage, where we started off Curse of Strahd, went to Waterdeep Dragon Heist, now we're doing Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
I thought I found this game on Roll20. No, I found it on
Dungeons and Flagons.
I fucking like a middleman that I found on Roll20. That's so weird.
I know, right? God.
It's weird to think we were all a part of that server at one point, I guess.
Right? I mean,
Fuck
me...
'em.
I mean, it's weird. Me and Dennis are part of some of the same Facebook groups. Found that out.
Here I am.
That could have been last
That's great.
year, actually, now I think about it. Like, it was random, too. You just randomly posted something, and it's like, wait a minute, I recognize that
That's
icon.
an Avarice shirt. Yeah, I remember you posted that. I saw that. It's great. We're famous.
Yeah, famous is a strong word.
Famous
I only use strong words.
is the supposed to be a thing I was able to read. Oh well. So, how's everybody?
It's pretty alright.
Really happy to be playing with y'all again.
Woo. And Michael gets to be a player character. That must be exciting.
For like an extended period.
I know.
3 weeks.
I'm glad after 3 weeks I have a working computer.
Hooray!
I do not envy you, Nathan, or Michael for separate reasons.
Again, it's like those old ladies that try to have a garden and everything just dies when they touch it. Like, it's you. That's you with computers. That's so fucking strange.
Oh.
I do
I'm
not
great with
understand your
plants.
luck.
I have a sister who's like that. It's probably like a condition.
I should have been an old woman because I'm great with plants.
I
I mean, well, you're playing a woman on the next Avarice campaign, so there's that.
I'm just
Oh,
looking
no,
at the
she's in the
first.
gardening.
I'm looking at the first messages between Legion and I, and it's just like, ooh, geez.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
what was I thinking? Yeah.
What was I thinking?
Okay, I'm curious what my first messages to the Legion were. I gotta check that.
It was me saying, "Oh, I'm excited for this." So I'm getting
My search history in my DMs with Michael is various spellings of the word Tegan. I kept misspelling it.
Oh, hold on. I need to share this with you. Does this work if I do this?
yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Tyler, those are your people.
Oh, where are we?
Excuse
What is
me?
this on?
Tyler's fat.
Wait, what is this on?
Oh, you're not even on Roll20.
That's on Roll20.
Never mind.
No, I'm not on
You didn't
Roll20. I'm
see it.
sorry.
What a fool.
He looks like Cinder.
Yak folk!
Chunky.
What is
You
that
have
thing?
You have a handout now in your sheet. That's fine.
I'm gonna jump into that, and apparently I need to fix those screens too. in My recording, fantastic.
Timothy, get out of there. That's not yours.
Shh, it's mine now.
Yak folk.
Let's see, free on all Wednesdays after today. Okay, on PC. And,
How did you know I was in it?
So stupidly
Oh,
proud.
that's how. That's how.
of
then a Discord invite. Okay.
frickin' Jonathan's character token.
Yeah.
I hope you guys know that is like sacrilegious.
Is that because he's like an angel? Is that a halo?
Like the first message between me and Michael was just like, what kind of PC do you want? Blah blah blah. The most recent one is : sick vape :
Let's see. Mine is just perfect. It's all just perfect.
I literally can't share the last one him and I had because
Oh,
it's secret.
Secret.
Ooh,
You mean the word yes?
Secret.
Yes.
So secret. Who we waiting on? We're waiting on Tyler to get in here. How's your computer doing?
I started up Chrome, but my computer does suck. You can do like an introduction and things, and like I don't need to see Roll20 to roleplay, so
Yeah, that's true.
we can go on.
So I've noticed that with this module, there are a shit ton of tokens and other things that I have to load in. And I've noticed it takes me longer to load in. I've tried to archive as much as I can, but I'm still expecting it to take a moment to load sometimes. So just a heads up there for everyone.
That's good.
How dare you?
I know. But that's what we're dealing with, I guess. So I guess you guys want to play some Dungeons and Dragons?
No, sorry.
Fuck yeah.
Nah.
It's been so long.
It's been too
Cool.
long.
I want to do like probably a half an hour session 0 sort of bit,
Alright.
since we're playing new characters that'll last more than one session,
Hopefully.
ideally.
Oh, thank God. I need to buy stuff.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Wait, no, I bought armor. I'm good.
This is going to be persistent, so if you don't spend everything now, you'll have access to things later.
Yes.
So some of us spent
Oops.
gold on myths and other bullshit.
What do you mean? I didn't do that.
It's fine. They all have tokens and names and historic backstories.
Derek the Merrick.
Eric the Merrick. That's his name.
So
I have 11 weapons.
Why?
I have one.
Fucking-
I mean, why not? So my expectations on this thing, I'm not really sure how long things are going to take. My guess is 3 sessions. It might end up being 4. I don't even know. But
the more, the merrier for Michael.
that's kind of what I figured. And since I've got, like a book and shit for all of this, like, and I guess the module on Roll20, whatever, things are fine. Like, the work's been done for me. It seems that you will have opportunities for, like, the 3 pillars: social, exploration, and combat. Most of the exploration, I'm going to handhold a bit and just bring you to places. We're going to kind of do something episodic. So it'll be exploration in the environments and the settings that we provide. That'll just make it slightly easier to piece this together because you're starting in the middle of a story.
Makes sense.
I guess it'd be good to talk about my pet peeves as a DM, since
Alright.
I'm going to be doing this thing for a month or so. One of the things that I'm not a big fan of is unwanted beta. Meaning other people telling people how to play their characters. Like, oh, you have another attack, or you have a bonus action and stuff.
Guilty.
I get the feeling that all of us are going to be really excited to play new characters and to see other people's new characters. But it'll mean a lot to me if you let that person explore their character instead of doing it for them.
I can keep my mouth zipped.
Okay, I feel like it might be like, okay, this, I guess, my opinion, might be okay to, like, if someone, like, is missing, like, they attack once when they should be attacking twice, it might be helpful to just point out that they can, just so they don't, like, hurt themselves. But, saying, like, you should do this on your turn, I can understand. It's, like, much more obnoxious. Like, if you have this spell, do you have this spell, cast this spell, like, that kind of thing.
Right,
Okay.
and I think what I'm saying is, like, as the DM, I have access to everybody's sheets, and I can see what folks are doing. So I think I'd appreciate it if it's not coming from the players all the time. I'll try to do a sort of thing like, at the end of your turn, is there anything else you'd like to do? You have another attack, blah, blah.
Luckily, I'm a pro at this game, and I don't forget things. So-
Oh,
I've
yeah,
never,
like,
I've never
right?
done a thing in my
I've
life.
never forgot anything, no.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like we're playing level
Never.
30 characters and I suddenly realize after 4 weeks that, oh wait, I have 3 attacks now. What have I been doing?
I made
Oh, man.
this character a month ago.
Yeah.
I've played this character before, so I won't be super lost. Well, no, I haven't played this character
Stretches
before.
the monk.
They had a different paladin oath, so I'm a little lost. I've played this oath before, though. I know what's up.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. It's just something that irks me a little bit. People tell people how to do things.
Gotcha.
I guess along the same lines, just talking over each other, something to bring up all the time. We have a big group. It's not as easy to handle that when we're online rather than in person. And I think we've been better on it lately. But I guess that goes with if somebody's having a turn in combat, not talking over what they're doing to steal their thunder. It was nice.
Oh god. Oh, the tab crashed. We're okay.
Are we okay?
There he goes.
Holy shit, Nathan! Do you have like an electromagnetic field around your
Right?
body?
The hell?
Are you like the worst X-Man?
The worst X-Men.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Well,
You-
my screen went black for 1 second, and then about 10 seconds later, the tab crashed. I think
Hey,
we're
Nathan.
okay.
I'm having
Oh,
computer
weird.
troubles too. My
Okay.
Roll20 is like not responding, and Discord is open 4 times.
I'm
Yeah.
so
Getting through
scared.
it.
I'm expecting Discord, or not Discord, Roll20 to lag a little bit on loading, so we'll see what I can do to fix that.
It's been having a lot of issues the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, might just be their thing, the not enough server space, because whatever.
Should we make a Deadpool for how quickly my computer crashes?
No, that's not funny at all.
It's a little funny.
I think it's kind of funny.
Let's see, what else do I got here? Other pet peeves, I don't think I have to say it, but I
have a
encourage you
list?
not to act. Yeah, I have a list. I encourage you not to act on player knowledge that your character could not have.
So meta.
Yeah.
It's hard to know. I guess it's hard to know what my character would know. So I guess I'll make a habit of asking, "Would my character know?" Blah blah blah.
I think that's great, and we can do some rolls because rolling dice is fun, and
It's true.
maybe you
Okay.
get more than you know. Who knows?
I mean, we're playing a module I've heard of and tried to get into a few times, never able to. All I know is that there's giants and crap happening. That's literally my entire knowledge base of this module.
Yeah, and there's. I think what we do today won't necessarily spoil it for anyone if you try to do it from the beginning. At least like the big plot points and stuff that might be unexpected. It's all pretty obvious, I think. We're playing a module based around giants, and there will be giant shit happening. Let's see. Yeah, and then the last pet peeve would be rolling dice before you're asked to. Ask me, do I believe him before rolling an insight check and stuff.
Sorry, you need an athletics check? You go.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
So basically, don't be the bard.
Rocks fall.
Hard dies.
It's only 18 damage.
I'm dead. It's over.
As far as this module goes, I'd like to stay away from PvP shenanigans
Please.
so we can tell a story. Is everybody else kind of feeling the same?
Yeah.
And I don't feel like my character's going to be attacking anyone.
Cool.
My computer's functioning again, so I'm gonna drop out of the call and come back in on a different microphone. I might be a little louder.
Okay.
Good to know.
Where did Tyler go? What the fuck? We were supposed to be playing
God
D&D.
damn it.
Damn it, Tyler.
What?
Ruining everything.
He always
what-
does.
Actually,
Which
while
is-
I have you here and we can't do anything, Herdrier has only one eye in his name when he should have two.
You know what? You can change it yourself.
Hello.
Can I?
Yeah.
I didn't know I could.
Who is Perjury Eye?
I love that came out with a character whose entire name is literally 2 letters now.
Same, right?
So original.
Wow.
Oh, he's back. Okay.
Oh, turning you right the hell down after that. Ah.
I thought so, yeah.
Cool.
Sounded
So
the same to me.
let's see what's last on this list. Inspiration. I'm normally pretty generous with inspiration. If you're doing roleplay shit. So if it's like shoot a character, I'm gonna be handing that shit out like candy. I love it.
Ooh, inspiration.
Yeah, it's something that bars tend to do usually, but we never really see
I don't
it.
know what that is.
I know.
I do
this
it
is-
sometimes if something cool happens and someone goes, "Hey, inspiration exists," and then I go,
Oh yeah.
"Yeah, you're right."
Tinfoil hats.
Tinfoil hats.
Yeah.
Can I get a tinfoil in the chat?
Oh, that's what that is. Oh my god, I didn't realize.
What do you
Really?
thought it was this
I
whole
don't know.
time?
I thought he had like crazy hair for some stupid reason.
Oh, it's tinfoil.
Crazy aluminum hair.
Thank you. Thank you.
That would
By
be
the way,
great.
for all of you shits except for Michael, I have ideas for next campaign. Michael, take your headphones off for like a second.
Oh, what?
Okay, they're off.
Okay, so
I can't do this to the DM, but okay.
paper pirate hats.
Oh, you're right. You have to be.
Okay, absolutely. 100%,
Yes.
absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
Legion.
You don't think I already have some? Come on.
I think you heard it. You might have heard it.
Thank you.
Oh.
Just shaking his head.
Bloody genius.
Just saying, you know, I feel like this is appropriate. And okie dokie. So let's talk about the module a little bit. Storm King's Thunder is about an adventure that revolves around giants. It's on the Sword Coast, and above in like the whatever that fucking icy area is called. That I think half of your characters are from. I'm forgetting where it is. And so it's set in the Forgotten Realms. So a lot of that kind of applies to what we're doing. And you guys are a band of adventurers who have been traveling together for some time. There's a handful of you that have come in at different points, but the main group started in the town of Nightstone, which was somewhat coastal, many, many miles to the south of where you currently are. And it was attacked by cloud giants. They had flown over it and dropped a whole bunch of really big rocks on it, destroying most of the town. Super unfair, and they wrecked shit and took the big black stone in the middle of the town. Sure.
Okay.
You saved the townsfolk from goblins that had taken advantage of the town, and then afterwards they gave you some quests, and you headed to the town of Bryn Shaddar, which was very far to the north, also coastal. You haven't had luck with towns lately and giants. There's a clan of frost giants that arrived in longships and completely decimated the town. You as a party were lumped among the dead, and in the aftermath you all kind of blindly wandered looking for answers, trying to track something down, and you met a friendly frost giant named Harshnag, which you all should have a handout for, and if you don't, here you go. Actually, nope, I changed my mind. You don't want that one. You can have this one.
I can't have both?
No.
Damn. I'll
Well,
close that one then.
we have
You can have little.
Our group of adventurers have mixed relations with giants. Meeting Harshnag was okay for some of you, and for others it caused tension. But he did prove to be a loyal friend and helped you out of a jam. Yes, Tyler, I would encourage it.
Sweet.
And he is now leading you to a temple that will give you answers about the unrest amongst the giant kin. So that's currently where we're headed on our adventure and where we'll pick up initially. Any questions about the setting so far?
So we're in sort of an Arctic almost area, permafrost on the ground, sort of.
Yeah, if you went outside currently, it would look about the same.
Okay.
Probably for you too, Kyle.
Yeah, we just got snow here. For the first time all winter. It's a little weird.
It snows like once a year here in Tennessee.
I've never seen it snow here.
There's actually no snow outside right now.
Last snow
So-
I had was 2 years ago.
Continuing on, I would like to introduce folks one at a time. And I want to do name, race, class, and a physical description to start out. And let's do this according to the play channel order. just because I think that's consistent from everybody. Is that me on
Yeah,
top?
that,
and
that should be.
it should be alphabetical, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. So I will be playing the Dungeon Master, and all of the stupid voices and icons and other pets and menagerie that you decided to bring into this bullshit.
I am going to be playing Thun Sartkhan. He's a hobgoblin ranger.
And what's he look like?
He's just about like 5'11" ish. He wears like this like banded studded leather that he's like looks like it's from bits and pieces of different sets of studded leather that have just been like, as it's worn down, he's just replaced the individual part over and over and over again. He's got a few nasty scars around the neck region where you can actually see over, like, underneath his armor. Other than that, he's just like this red skin, dark hair, blue-eyed hobgoblin man.
And you said Thun Satar?
Sartan.
Sartan. Okay. Thank you, Michael. Brings it to Tyler.
Hello. I am Al, a tiefling of Levistus, who is also a paladin. He's basically like a purely like white tiefling, sort of like albino colored with the similar hair and colored horns, who dresses in like splint armor and wields a glaive. Sort of got a penchant for being in the cold and making things colder as well. Ice-based.
Cool.
Also, he likes baking.
Baking or bacon?
Can I get a sick vape in chat?
Yes, you fucking can. Vaping. He said vaping. I don't know.
I said baking, but
He
we'll
said
said
bacon,
bacon.
but that's what's
go with it.
Alright.
Sick bacon.
I think that's Kyle next.
Yep, that's me next. I am playing Ro, the Wood Elf Rogue Scout. He stands about 5'10"-ish. You can't really see the studded leather armor he's wearing under kind of yellow and red tabby or robes. Doesn't really have much to him. He doesn't say a lot when he does. It's kind of like in this gruff, accented voice. Dark hair, brown eyes. Really, the one thing that stands out about him, though, is this weird, like, shock of gray on the side of his head that if you asked him about and actually got an answer from, he would say it's the mark of the row.
Row your boat.
Yeah, he would stab you for that. Don't make that joke.
Alright, me next?
Ja.
Well, I am Odinson. I am a warlock fighter and a hill dwarf. I'm wearing a breastplate with a very, very large sigil emblazoned onto it. And I've got an eye patch.
That's right, we gave him an eye
Nice.
patch.
You gave him
Makes
the eye
sense.
patch.
Tried to do my first voice in a while. I don't know how it went.
It's gonna be good.
Next is Nathan.
I've been having issues. I think I'm okay.
Same, dude.
Fuck, don't we all?
I'm trying to find the thing you had. Yeah, name, race, class, physical description. Okay. So, for my character, his name is Corbo Metallark. He is a Ghostwise halfling. He's a what is it? What is it called again? Just had my sheet pulled up and it disappeared. Well, he's a monk, and He's very like kind of like dark and creepy looking. He's got like a mask over his face. And then there's a necklace of what appears to be ears around his neck.
Just a weird question. I feel like it's appropriate though. How identifiable are the ears? Like, do they all look like they're from standard humanoids, or do you see a bunch of pointed ears on that?
The shapes are mixed, and the ages of the ears are mixed. So some have definitely been preserved better than others.
He has like a 3-year-old's ear on his.
Well, I guess I really can't say much. I do have like a jar full of giant eyeballs.
And I do have a jar with a pickled foot.
Like, you don't just have like a backpack full of toad?
Am I the only one not collecting body parts here? What the hell?
Mine is for a very good reason.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
Cool.
Again, I feel like I'm playing the same character. What the hell?
And then hopefully Dennis will be here at some point. He's playing a warlock.
What?
And
okay,
that's what I know about him.
Dennis is a warlock.
I think a human warlock.
Interesting.
Okay, now I want to go back to the top of the order, and we're going to cover, since you all have been traveling with each other a little bit, I want to continue on these introductions. So talking about like your traits and etc., like bonds, ideals, what you expect your role in the party might be, and then if you have any bonds with other party members that you've discussed, because that would be apparent with other folks. And Michael.
Well, I'm gonna have to sit down for this one for a while.
Okay.
Because I literally just messaged everyone about this about a month ago. So first off, when you guys met me, it was probably around the same time as Ro. We had run into each other and like just worked together, just as like a business arrangement with each other. Just kind of worked out that way, and we probably joined in the party at the same time. Best you can tell, we're friends, even though we don't really do much together at all. Other than that, I have a very strained relationship with Al, because dude sucks, saving people from insert monster here. Did I say a monster to someone earlier, like about a month ago?
On himself.
I don't know. I feel like I might have, but also definitely wasn't a giant. It was like something like, I don't know, like a basilisk or something. Anyhow,
That sounds right.
Ever since, I've kind of just treated him kind of, spitefully. He's definitely not a goblin.
He'll come around.
How about Thune's role in the party and kind of like personality traits?
Well, Thune, I mean, he's a ranger. He's relatively decent at tracking. Although you've noticed that he's significantly better with giants. He seems to have some sort of a thing with that. He's a up close and personal type, not very stealthy. Usually carries 2 weapons at once, which is why he carries 11. Just in case.
They double his armor.
No, he only has 1 thing of armor. He's been really trying to keep that 1 set of armor. It's like to the point where, if you replace the head of a hammer and the hilt of the hammer, is it the same hammer sort of a situation?
No.
In spirit.
Like exploring things, like seeing things I've never seen before, doesn't happen very often at this point of everything. But really, just go up, hit things. You've seen me heal a little bit, just a little teeny tiny bit.
Like you got a cut, and over a few days, it sort of
No. Like, you got a cut, and I was just like, disrespectful. Get that out of here.
Cool. I like it. How about Tyler?
Okay. Al is generally a pretty nice guy. I said he like bakes earlier. He does have a bit of a sweet tooth. Thing is, though, if Thune likes killing giants, Al kind of likes giants. Is the problem? Mostly frost giants, because he was raised by them. But when things need killing, he'll kill them. That's kind of one of his main roles in the party. I think that's a lot of our roles in the party. But Al also likes to support his friends when he needs to, or at least make his enemies easier to kill for everyone else. He has a penchant for maybe freezing things, trapping things in ice, and just sort of like a bit of control on top of all that damage. As for Bonds, he gets along with everybody, including the people who don't like him. Maybe he can be a bit overbearing at times. He likes to talk, that's for sure. He likes it when people appreciate what he does, when they recognize him.
But you
I
must
guess.
really.
What?
You must really like me then.
Oh, I'm sure.
You would really like, yeah.
We'll figure it out. Although Al's got a bit of a youthful kind of naivete to him. He's not that old.
Ooh.
That's one thing, yeah.
How old did I make Ro?
Mhm.
Wow.
Nice. Okay. Thank you, Tyler. How about Kyle?
Well, Ro himself is kind of near the polar opposite of his hobgoblin partner here, where he smash, I scout. Generally, he always tries to remain calm despite the situation. I distinct that because anytime I make a noise or talk, it's probably not actually Ro doing it. Because usually he'll just have a completely stonewall poker face just about the entire time. Frankly, came from a bit of a xenophobic clan, so probably doesn't trust any of you as far as he can throw you. Including the halfling, who I probably could actually get a good distance on. And while I kind of come off as a bit abrasive and xenophobic, untrusting, you will occasionally catch him asking about possible hordes or something, and when confronted about it, he'll say it's for the good of his clan. Though,
Seems to be very honor-bound.
very honor-bound. I mean, he literally gave up his actual name to be Ro. That said, there is some poor innocent schmuck in prison somewhere for something Ro did, and, he's pretty okay with it.
Damn.
Okay. Cool. Let's see who's next on this list. Timothy.
All right, where to start? We'll start with giants because I think that's the easiest place to start. From what you've seen, he doesn't particularly hate the giants. He's not like, oh my god, we have to protect the giants either. He's just kind of like, they're people, they're dudes. Sort of within the group, bond-wise, he hasn't really been around that long. He would have dropped in just before you guys started really searching for the giants at all, or good relationship with Al, though, because he is a person who dishes out a lot of compliments. He will tell you, oh, you did really good if you did really good. If you did bad, he's going to be like, hey, you'll get him next time. It's fine. You can tell he's more cautious. He doesn't really like to get up into the thick of battle himself. He'll sort of stand back and be like, oh, I'll throw my hammer at things. It's fine. He tries to, suggest a course of action if nobody can decide. He's like, oh, what if we just did this instead? That's about it.
Sweet. You have a hammer that you throw?
I have a hammer that I throw, and it just comes right back to me as soon as I throw it.
Sounds familiar from somewhere. I just can't put my hand on it.
I just have to say, who the fuck rolled the magic items for your lot? You got three absolutely insane items.
It was me.
Yeah, that's where this +2 hand crossbow came from. That I have no bolts for.
You can have bolts for that. That's fine. I don't care.
Whoever gave me the ring has made an awful mistake.
That was me.
Matthew, what are you doing? This is the worst thing you ever could have done.
I got a cool necklace.
I don't know, man.
I will murder everything.
That brings it to Nathan. What's your like traits and role in the party and bonds with people?
Well, cool, boss. See, he doesn't really trust the rest of you. He mostly keeps to his little darlings, and he kind of hits the enemies quick and gets out of there.
Love it. What do you think like his role in the party is?
I mean, I assume he just kind of runs in, runs back out in combat. Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
I mean, socially,
Maybe not just
like
like
he's a skirmisher.
socially, I don't see him getting along very well.
I think we're all damaged.
Other than
And I might
you,
be face.
he may have asked us like, oh, by the way, if you see this wonderful, unique set of ears, can you just clip them off for me real quick? Just keep them in a bag or a jar for me. I want to make some earrings with my necklace.
Al has a necklace, but it's just made of a bunch of rocks.
You remind me of my goblin sticks for some reason. Only he like dicking with nobles. You like collecting ears.
I think Styx was normal.
Shiny math rock.
You haven't met Styx.
I need more shiny math rocks.
And then you imagine that Corbel doesn't get along with folks very well? Is he more of like a loner?
I assume he creeps most people out. Based on the black mask and the ear necklace that
The
adorns
shiny math rocks. I have many.
He also has 10 Yaris. I realized I was making fun of Michael when I just have one less weapon than him.
I have
Curious.
one weapon. I have infinite weapons.
Al has 4 crossbows put in like an X pattern over his back. Not true.
I'm curious. What's a Yari?
It's so I'm a monk, so it's Asian flair, so it's just a spear.
Okay, I thought that sounded familiar. So you did the same
Yeah.
thing I did with my Wakizashi.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
what is it? It's like a spear with a blade at the end.
Hey Matthew, aren't those all spears?
I don't know how
No. It could be like sharpened or something, right? Whatever. Okay, moving on. So, cool. So we got the group of you and all of your uniqueness that have been headed with Harshnag to the spine of the world. Now, along the way, you did lose a party member. He died. Your party member, Jonathan, was killed. So I have to remove his token.
How'd he die?
Horrible.
love that half-orc wizard.
It was pretty sad. So the mammoths got spooked by the horses, and they all just trampled him to death. It was.
That sounds
Oh god, he went the way of Ricky Maru.
So yeah, that happened. And hold on, let's copy, and then we're gonna paste over here. Take a
I would
minute.
say F, but
Load.
unfortunately he was weak, so he died.
You're right.
Fun fact: he's as strong as I was.
Hmm. In my
Hey,
tribe,
it could
we
have
have a
happened to the
saying.
best of us. Sometimes life
I
throws you.
thought you just called him weak.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Well, that's no way to think of yourself, buddy. Come on.
In my tribe, we have a
you're much
saying.
stronger than that.
Yagasri Kikira, which basically translates
whirl.
in your tongue. Sucks to be him.
Your whirlwind tearing to the field of battle.
If
What's
you aren't
happening?
strong, you
What
can
the fuck is
suffer a
happening?
long death.
And missing ears.
Only one ear.
I am
That's-
missing eye.
That makes it even weird. You only take one ear? Somehow that's weirder.
I already love Corbel.
I have to do some
Well,
housekeeping that I should have done before. You guys keep going.
So are you gonna like go sweep? Or...
Taking 2 years.
No, he meant in the roll 20, I think.
I know, I was being smart ass.
Oh, I see. You're an a-hole.
One creature, one ear. That's how it is. That is the way.
So for each kill. You need the 2 ears. It just takes up extra space. Now you can't fit as many ears on your necklace.
I'll do a lot of killing before I'm done here.
That's worrying. I prefer to stay away from killing myself, but
I have heard
it
of
happens.
Ro that take trophies from fallen enemies.
You know,
that is
someone
not
really
why you do
needs to
this.
shut that baby.
I mean,
Talking over each
trophies,
other.
you know, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be like a sword or something normal. It could be an ear, an eyeball, a foot. A foot. I've got a foot.
Why?
I'm just imagining a foot necklace, and this is terrifying.
Well, it's a bit complicated, but
Isn't that called an anklet?
it was treachery, and they attacked me with the foot, so I cut it off with them. It's a reminder, I trust you don't fuck with me, because I will take your foot.
Damn it.
Grim?
What do you expect? What am I supposed to do? Just let him live? Yeah, it's fine. You tried to kill me. Whatever. Go ahead. Get out.
Could have left the corpse whole, I suppose.
Okay, but then I have no reminder to those who trust me that, hey, don't kill me because you would die instead.
Pretty sure the story could have served as plenty reminder.
Who cares?
I think it's charming.
See, Al gets it. You know, I've always liked Al. He gets it.
What are you again? Oh, that was Kurdash. I'm sorry.
Yeah, playing multiple characters, multiple campaigns gets a little confusing in the head sometimes. I've
What
been
even
there.
are you, Al?
Oh, me? I'm a giant.
Giant.
Yeah, I just haven't hit my growth spurt yet.
Yeah. Right.
And, how old are you?
21.
Hmm. Okay.
Is he a giant?
Yeah, oh, he's a giant.
Fuck no.
'Cause I've met
How do I
a
roll to
giant.
see if giant?
Roll me an intelligence check.
Do I have advantage because giant?
Can I roll against him?
The DC is not very high.
Okay.
Can I roll?
I'll
to
take
see
that.
if he
Hold on
wins
just a
thinking
second.
He is a giant.
Can I also roll?
Sure.
Can I also? Did you say sure? I can deceive him.
I said, yeah, you could roll.
I roll. Oh damn.
What,
What?
the fuck?
11.
Is he a giant?
So
You're all
love
pretty
Nobody knows.
sure that you're just a group of morons shooting the shit. You're bored after traveling 1,000 miles in the fucking snow to this place.
That's exactly what Ro was thinking.
So he's not a giant.
He's not a giant.
Okay, that's
We
the
don't
answer I'm
know.
looking for.
This
I
is
like
why my
this one.
clan doesn't like people.
So, the group of you, finally guided by Harshnag, who doesn't speak much, only really when needed, have brought you to the Eye of the Allfather. He tells you that there's an oracle here, that the group of you should be able to get answers from about what's caused the unrest in the the giant world here. Harshnag has alluded to some sort of order that's been broken, but he's concerned as to why and what happened, and he feels that the Oracle might be able to give you an answer. As you approach the Eye of the All-Father, there's a causeway that leads to it. On either side, it's incredibly steep, and it drops off thousands of miles. It goes forever, it seems. Maybe not miles, but like feet. Getting our units here wrong. Snow-covered ground. Ahead of you seems to be an enormous mountain, and you've got looks like an entrance up ahead, giant dome, and stemming below it several pillars. The scale of this thing is immense. The entrance is probably 40 feet tall by I don't know, like 100 feet wide, and you all find yourselves outside this entrance. Now, on the ground, you do see good amount of snow, and there are tracks along this causeway leading either to where you have come from or to inside the dome.
Can I tell which?
Yeah, roll me a survival check.
Can I assist? Not that he really needed it, damn.
Is Ro trained in survival?
He is expertised in it.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Ooh,
jeez.
damn.
Yeah, I'd say you'd be able to assist.
Cool.
Between the two of you, it's pretty obvious. There are 8 humans, or humanoids. They seem to be human from the size of the track and the weight that are heading into this complex. There's also a set of tracks that are alongside them. Seems to be quadruped with a tail.
Seems more
Tail
diverse.
drags in the ground.
Quadruped with a tail.
That drags on the ground.
Is it?
Jump.
Sounds like some sort of mount.
Lion? No, not a lion.
Take
Could-
a look at the mammoths.
I'm about to say, could I potentially make a roll of some kind to identify what that beast might be?
A roll.
Shut up.
Analysis.
Shut up.
You can
Let's-
do a roll
Shut
if
up.
you like for survival to see what this beast may be.
Still survival? Okay.
I will assist you in this.
Sweet.
I am proficient.
Oh, good.
The
26.
two of you make a pretty good team. These
Why
are
we
dragon
hang
trap.
out. Oh no.
Bothersome.
We might want to prepare a little better.
What are we expecting up the trail?
A couple humans and dragon.
Come again?
Dragon.
Yeah, dragon.
I'm
Oh,
assuming.
dragon sounds fun.
I'm assuming a younger dragon. I hope.
From the scale of it, it does seem like it would take up a 5x5 cube, so not a very large dragon.
Young dragon.
What kind of
Seems like
dragon
a
are we
pretty
talking?
large dragon to me.
I just give you a look that, even though it's like completely stone faced, it almost seems to scream, right, let me check what color it is from its tracks in the snow.
Oh, yeah.
I say a lot without
Wow.
saying a lot.
You know, if we're going up against a baby dragon, maybe we should send our baby giant.
Well, let's take a step back. First of all, we don't know if they're hostile. It's simply another group in the area. What do you think, Harshnag?
Arshna looks at the menagerie that you brought with you and kind of shakes his head a little bit. I don't think it'll be wise to bring the animals.
No, sir.
Not even the spectral one.
Oh, it's not real, right?
Yeah, he'll be fine. If he goes down, I can just bring him back.
They'll make noise is the concern. Anything here has a tough life.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it. All right. He'll just like get off his horse, which is like, I guess it's like kind of a spectral horse that looks like a moving ice sculpture. Chops down and you're just.
Cool. Just doing that motion means it disappears.
Yeah.
They can reappear. Like,
Ahead should be an entrance, a long hallway leading to the temple.
Is there another way to approach it?
Kind of glances around at the sheer cliffs. Not unless you can fly and go through stone.
Personally, I like taking these problems head on. So.
Definitely do.
oh, where it is.
Where it is.
So, what's the plan here? We going in all sneaky like, or something a little bit more manageable?
You guys can hide if you want, but I'm usually the kind of guy who just walks into places.
Yeah.
I can lead a distraction if you want to put me up front. Draw attention. I'm good at that.
I say we send in the giant.
Well, I feel we shouldn't just assume they're enemies. First of all, that causes hostilities usually. Sneaking around or sneaky beaky like that tends to draw some negative attention from people.
It's like Harshnag said, they leave a tough life here, so we can all suspect that we're enemies, but until any of us start swinging at each other.
Would I know what kind of dragons would be? What kind of dragons make icy climates their habitats?
Poison
What are you-
dragons.
What are your chosen foes?
Okay, then yeah, it's giants and beasts.
Hey, Matthew.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, are you still talking to Michael? No.
Michael, go ahead and roll me a survival check.
Fuck.
You're gonna guess that they can handle cold.
Yeah.
What's up, Nathan?
I'm gonna slip on this ring of invisibility. I'm gonna go check it out up ahead.
Oh god.
Great. So
Where'd it go?
how does that work? Can you tell me how your ring works?
It works as a bonus action, I believe. Let me pull it right back up for you. Yeah, no, turn invisible as an action. Anything I'm wearing or carrying is invisible with me. I remain invisible until the ring is removed, or until I like do an action or a spell, or if I use a bonus action to choose to become invisible.
Okay.
Interesting.
Do you tell anybody you're doing this?
Oh, absolutely not. I just I put the ring on and I step.
Does anyone not have dark vision?
I do have dark.
The rogue that just put on a ring.
Oh, like,
not
do
a
I
rogue.
notice
Well,
him? Do I
Or
notice
the
him suddenly
monk, whatever.
That was going to be very helpful.
Do we-
But instead,
Do we follow him? I think we should follow him.
Do we even notice that he disappears? I think I do.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
I was gonna mention that. So the group of you have pretty high passive perception. You would notice that your friend disappeared, and he's probably done this before in the past. So as you're discussing this, you notice, oh shit, Corbel, and you
Can I
see
use?
footprints in the fresh snow headed towards them.
Corbel,
Okay, yeah.
wait.
Oh no.
I
Don't do
was
that.
gonna use a charge my wand of secrets, but not necessary.
Al's just gonna like. I guess we need to
Should I roll
prepare
stealth?
now, huh? Make sure that Kobo
Well.
doesn't die.
I can.
Corbel, get back here.
If you're approaching
what are
stealthily,
you
go
doing?
ahead and make a stealth check.
I know where
Okay.
you are.
So, does the party follow him?
Yeah, Al's gonna like just kind of like clench his body a little bit, like, and just start like having ice encase his armor. I'm gonna cast Armor of Agathis
Ooh.
at second level, innately.
I'm just chasing after Corbel.
Okay. And is the group moving along stealthily?
No,
Well,
I'm not.
Situation.
I'm not.
I know I'm
There we
definitely
go.
trying.
Well,
Not me. I'm in split mail. Hello.
All right.
if
Well,
we,
we'll say
if we did want to be a little bit quieter, I can cast a spell for that.
Look at Mr. Spec Ops over here.
If we're gonna stick close to each other, then I may as well be in there as well. Sure. Do your thing, but my armor's still gonna make noise.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a ranger.
Yeah. The first thing I said was I'm a ranger.
But
you all
It's a-
introduced your classes.
I was just making a joke.
17.
We shall be
Oh, I'm actually
silent.
wearing half plate. I forgot.
We shall be as silent as a snowflake hitting the soft ground.
Well, as we're going through with Pass Without the Trace, Al's like, everyone stick close, because everyone within 10 feet of Al gets this little like barrier around them, protects
Nice.
them from things.
I'm doing that. I'm staying near him, behind him.
Fine.
Sweet.
A lot
So
of business.
Thank you, Al.
I would like to point out that I had disadvantage on my stealth check as well, so it was just an 18.
It's only an
not the lowest of the party. Great. So as you're continuing on, Corbel would be the first one to come to the pillars. You come to the entry of this causeway, and that giant dome pillar or structure seems to be carved out of the rock. It's not in danger of falling if the pillars were to crumble. And then on the pillars, there's 6 of them. Each one is carved with a wraparound bas relief, depicting different scenes of giants doing feats of strength.
Nice.
And ahead of you is a hallway that seems to go on for quite a while. Corbel, do you have dark vision?
I don't think halflings have dark vision, right? Because this was Boots' life.
Do not believe they do.
Yeah,
You
I
would
wasn't-
probably not.
I wasn't sure if Long Death got any sort of dark vision bonus.
I
so,
don't have anything.
Okay. We'd say that the group gets here early in the day, so it's probably like 10 a.m. So there is a little bit of light that pokes in for probably like 60 feet, but you can't see much past that.
The light in here is dim. Very dim.
Hey,
Do you halt or do you go into the darkness?
He's gonna wait for everyone to catch up behind him, but then
Michael.
he's gonna keep going.
When
Michael, you
I
gave me your goggles of night vision, right?
sure,
That was me who got those. I don't remember.
I don't remember. I was just like, I don't want these.
That's
Take.
fair.
Okay, yeah. So the rest of the group catches up to Corbel's footprints and sees the same scene. Many of you have dark vision, so you're able to see a bit further in, but it does appear that this hallway goes for quite a long ways. For like the 120 foot range that you have, it goes past that.
Al puts on his silly little goggles for now 120 feet of dark vision.
Do you all enter the temple, or gawk
Sure.
at it from outside?
We're gonna go in.
I was about to say, can't
Yeah,
spell
we'll-
good judgment.
Okay. Corbel, you're going in blind, just so you know. You won't have a way to see at some point. Probably past the first 60 feet. So as the group enters this absolutely massive chamber, and it seems like it's been crafted exceptionally well. You don't see any sort of like joinery in the floor, or where the floor meets the walls. There's not even like a crack. It's just perfectly smooth. Whoever made this was exceptional at stonecraft.
Can I tell when it was made? Like when it was put together, crafted, you know?
Can you link me the dwarf thing?
Yes, I can. Stone cutting.
Yeah. Roll a history check.
Ah.
This is very, very old. Harshnag had mentioned before that it's been there since the beginning of Giants. And that's kind of what you get the impression on as well. But it's really hard to tell that because it's so well made.
Right.
It's interesting. It's definitely ancient, but it hasn't seen enough wear to be.
But I can see those fine cracks.
Yeah, you can get a sense. It's mostly like the growth that's on top of it that you gather. But as you are looking around, you do notice something else. Hold on. What's your passive?
16?
Yep. So like 10 feet in, as you're looking around, you look up and there's some large gaps in the ceiling. They're probably about 10 foot across, and they span the whole width of the tunnel, 40 feet. And they are seemingly like a stone block could fall from them. There's two sides.
Well, I think we should check the floor for traps before going any further. Looks a bit dangerous.
We got a way of doing that.
Who
Corbel,
would
are you
be
near us?
The best at that. I feel pretty confident.
I'm just gonna walk up right behind Al. Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Do you want these goggles? Like, I think you need them more than I do.
Do they smell like giant?
No, you're good.
I'll put the goggles on, which makes me temporarily visible.
That's fun.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Yeah, because it's an action to put them on, right? Like,
Yeah, but that doesn't make you visible.
Yeah, it does.
It would only be like attacking or using a spell, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't break your invisibility.
Oh.
Do you think you can?
As soon as
Do you
they
think you
are
can find
on your
some cracks?
head, they become invisible.
Well, as soon as I touch them completely. Wait, so how does it work? When he lets go of them, and I'm just holding on to them, then they become invisible? So there's a split second of them just being visible in the air and tug.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
It's
now that that's out of the
unsettling.
way, I guess we need to figure out how to avoid these traps.
Yes, it looks like stone blocks will fall from the ceiling and crush anyone trying to go through.
Probably a pressure plate.
We should send someone of a roguish deposition to take care of these traps.
I'll just take a look around.
Did
I
you
don't
not
wanna
crush
go
the other
small.
guys who came through here?
Do we have any 10-foot poles? Those are quite useful.
I've got a glaive.
I'm gonna look for traps.
My Yari's 5 feet long, so if we take
Okay.
two of my Yari together,
Michael, how are you looking for traps?
I have 50 feet of Yari.
I am going to I'll take out my longbow. And I'm going to like kind of sweep it along the floor in an attempt to investigate the location.
Sure. Yeah. Roll an investigation check. Seems pretty good. There's footprints here.
Should we follow the footprints?
Oh,
Forward.
yeah, I'm gonna follow the footprints.
I can be up front and like put my glaive in front of me and just like scoop it along the floor ahead of me as I walk.
Well, I have this wooden door if you would like to use that instead.
No, this is fine.
I would like to pull out
Why
my
do you have
wooden door.
You know what? We just collect weird things, and that's.
I would
fine.
like to go along tapping my wooden door across
What the fuck
floor.
is happening?
The door is
I
at
thought
least
we
10
were-
feet, right?
Hey, quiet like. This is your idea.
Quietly.
I'm gonna use the same stealth check, and the group continues forward with your various instruments of
Door.
examining the area in front of you.
Door
You
is
don't
not
really,
very stealthy.
you don't
Too
quite
bad.
remember where you got that fucking door, but it smells like giant.
It smells like
But
giant.
I had it. It's fine.
So you travel about 90 feet, and it opens up a bit. Up ahead, it's still pitch black darkness, but off to your left and right, there seems to be a ledge, maybe about 20 feet tall. And that continues from what you can tell. From that angle too, it might look like there's a series of openings leading past the ledges. So as you're entering from the west and headed east. To your north and south are the ledges, and it seems that there's openings that continue north or south.
But which way do we go?
Which way do the footprints go?
Straight on.
Footprints, I guess,
With
right?
with my stone cunning, could I try to like discern maybe what's the purpose of these passageways, perhaps where they lead?
Yeah, give me a history check.
Good this time. Nat crit. It's 27.
Cool. So the thinking about it, you didn't find any traps earlier. Maybe those were protective barriers that they can lower. And looking at the architecture to your left and to your right, that seems a pretty defensible position. Anything coming down this way would be screwed trying to get up these ledges. Harshnag doesn't seem to be bothered by it very much. He can almost just get his knee up. Doesn't have to mantle it very much. He's very large, by the way. And yeah, it's kind of what you would gather. As you're continuing along, the ground still has snow on it. The walls are covered in ice. It's probably a several inch thick layer of ice on the walls.
There's no sign of giants around except for Harshnag, right?
From what you can gather, not so much.
Guess we continue on then.
Does the group continue on?
Yeah.
Alright, I need to check something. Is it this one?
Like I briefly look at the wonderful shelf of ice and debate on getting up there just to check it out, but I don't think there's any real reason. Footprints don't lead anywhere near it.
Okay. You continue on for a little bit, headed straight on. And at some point, at the very edge of your dark vision, you do see some light. And with your passive perceptions, there's a couple of you that have pretty high passives. You would probably have an easy time hearing, especially I think Ro and I think Timothy and Corbel. Your passives are high enough that you would easily be able to hear him as you're approaching it, and then you do see him. There's what looks to be a humanoid man wearing furs and different leathers, golden hair, a beard. Looks to be some sort of northerner. And then just to his side, there is a young white dragon.
So, are the Northerners like a society of people, or more just a label for people who live in the area?
A bit of both. So the Savage Frontier, the area that you're in, is a harsh and untamed wilderness, dottified with some fortified settlements and lairs. But you've got a handful of Northlanders or barbarians. There's two different groups that live in the area. They carve out a rough existence here.
They generally pretty welcoming of outsiders, or are they very, geez?
Northlanders are more excited to see people. They're perhaps Southerners that have moved up to the north. The barbarians are folk that have been here for a while, and they are very tribalistic and warring clans.
Are they particularly friendly to people sneaking up behind them and their white dragon friends?
Oh, fuck no.
Fantastic.
Maybe send a small entourage of us forward. Gauge how friendly they are. See.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
If you're going to go ahead, Al, I'll stay behind you.
We looked at enough.
I'm not so good back from afar. If you guys are going, I might as well. What do you guys think?
Works for me. I'll do the
Well,
talking.
at the very least, if we can keep our weapons holstered for as long as possible.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Do the Northerners speak common, or do they have their own language? Like tribally, or?
The Northerners, or at least the Northlanders, do. The barbarians, it depends on the group.
We're gonna find out. All right.
Fuck it.
Al will advance with
Okay.
his two best friends, and
I'm keeping
When
myself
they're
10 feet behind.
when they're, I guess, how far away are they from us right now?
They're at the very edge of your vision, so about 120 feet.
It's
Dark
60
vision
feet.
only gives you 60 feet.
If 60 feet now that I take off my goggles.
It's
But-
dark vision is 60 feet. You can see in bright light, and then it's dim
No.
light after that, right?
It's 60 feet. Darkness becomes dim light. Dim light becomes brightness. But after that 60 feet, nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
Just
So we
60 feet.
We would have had to get a little bit closer to see them in the first place then. That's basically what that turns into.
Somebody had 120 foot of dark vision.
I did, but I just gave up my goggles.
So
Corporal sees
Corbel
it.
would have stopped the group.
Well, Corbel's only got 60 feet now. Because he
He's
never
got-
had dark vision.
That's
It's
right.
the goggles of night vision. That was it.
Yeah. Like I had 120 feet, but I took off my goggles, gave them to Corbel, so it got reduced.
I
to
believe we
60.
do hear them, though, is what he said.
Okay.
Ultimately, a while away.
And it sounds like we're decided to approach them in a friendly, non-hostile manner.
Yeah.
And pray it remains friendly and non-hostile.
So,
Doesn't so good.
do you want to say we were within 60 feet then before this happened?
Yeah, Corbel probably saw it and then
Okay.
relayed.
Yeah. Okay.
We can do that. That's fine.
Well, we will keep going until they're within our dark vision range then.
Okay. Yeah, and that would put them right on the edge. They've got torches, so you would see them before
yeah.
they would see you.
Yeah. Whenever we get to about 60 feet, I would like to use my hunter's sense on the dragon.
What does your hunter sense do?
I am. Yeah, it's in. I have chatted it toward you presently.
Oh.
So I know if it has any immunities, resistance, or vulnerabilities, unless it is protected by divination magic.
Huh.
Cool. It's a white dragon wormling, so you have all the stats for that.
Okay, well, I'll go find that then.
You
cool,
can do your own
look it up.
That's what I do.
Once we're within 60 feet of them, Al will keep walking, but he'll just put a hand and be like, "Hey there!"
Yes, hello there.
Yeah. So as you approach, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 humans and a white dragon wormling. Up ahead of them, you come to like a base of a series of stairs, and the stairs go up a significant amount.
They have the high ground.
20
Oh no!
feet or so. Yeah, 20 feet. And then ahead of that, there's some tall granite doors, 30 feet tall, 10 feet wide each. They look friggin' heavy. The group of them turn and look at you, and a man approaches with several people at his back, wielding spears and pikes and such.
Do they appear hostile?
They don't appear pleased.
Okay.
We can work
But
with
not like... Yeah, not like they're gonna attack right, immediately.
Yeah, probably not immediately.
Good to see friendly faces around here. I can assume you're friendly.
What business do you have here?
Oh, well, the three of us.
Well, clues about the disorder within the giants recently.
I'm going to whisper.
I'm a giant.
Oracle.
We're here to see the Oracle.
That was it, yes.
So-
Our giant friend can back us up on that.
Starting to see how we
Giants.
survived.
Can you open these doors?
Ah,
Perhaps.
a few extra hands could always help. Are they too heavy, or is there like an enchantment on them?
They seem to be sealed shut. We have not
Yeah, we
found
could,
a way through.
We could take a look at it.
Absolutely.
We have lost one of ours. A
Oh.
woman.
Oh dear, what happened to her?
Nuri, I don't know what she did, but we followed her tracks here.
Be sure to be careful. Thank you for the warning.
Oh, guess we can take a look at the door then.
Why
If
are
I'm-
you here?
Well, we're here to see the Oracle. That's what's at the end of this walk, isn't it?
Yes, the Oracle, of course.
Well,
Can I? Is this guy gonna like? Is he? How suspicious of us is this guy?
Make an
You know,
insight
he's
check.
gonna pull something.
You get the sense that he didn't know about the Oracle, and he seems to not really want you to be here.
Why is it you're here then?
Well, I don't think we need to be prying. They might not appreciate that so much.
You don't listen, do you? That's bad.
If you would allow me to take a look at the door, and I'm going to start moving towards them, not like, non-threatening.
They don't really give you way, but there's enough room to walk in between them if you'd like.
If they're
I'm gonna put my hand in front of Odinson here. Let's just think for a moment here. How far away is the door from us?
About 40 feet.
Can I read anything on the door from here? Are there like inscriptions?
The door is beautiful. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
What's a door like you doing in a place like this?
I would like to assist. I can probably read whatever's written on them.
You can make a separate perception check.
You know what? I'll take that.
Nice.
Hey Matthew, was I able to flank the party?
Oh yeah, totally. You're with the party. You've got dark vision and stuff. You're invisible.
Invisible.
So I'm just leaning on the door, looking at all of them.
Yep.
Oh, you flanked the group of Northerners.
That's what I was asking.
Oh, okay. Roll me a stealth check.
Oh boy.
a +10 because of the thing.
Only if he's within 30 feet of me.
Yeah.
You do
I
have advantage because you're invisible. If you want to reroll that one, you're welcome to.
Oh yeah, he is a halfling.
Halflings, man.
No fucking.
Oh, no.
That's like a
Great.
12 to me.
You were within range for the pass without a trace spell.
I don't know
30
if I
feet,
will.
and if they were 60 feet away, he would not have been there by the time he got close to him.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like, he would have been able to at least get within 30 feet before he started making sound
Depends.
again.
Sure. Okay. Michael Thune does get a good look, and Al gets an okay look. Al, you can see there's something depicted on it, but Thune gets a great look at a storm giant going toe to toe with like an ancient white dragon, and definitely is kicking its ass.
I don't think these guys are friendly. I'm whispering to Al.
Oh, just the worst of people. I can't really determine how to open the door if you don't let me, my friend, get any closer to it. It's the problem. I can see a pretty picture, but nothing else beyond that.
Still whispering to Al. Look, if worse comes to worse, I wouldn't focus on the dragon. You're not going to do much to it.
Hurtful.
But honest.
Corbel, so you're at the door, huh? And you do manage to get to the door. Their passives are very low.
Bum 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 ba-da-dum, bum bum.
This door is enormous. Like, this is, I don't know, 10 hobbit holes worth of door.
A lot of doors.
So
Is it
about
bigger
8
than
feet
my
tall.
door?
It's like 11 corbels tall.
That's bigger than boots.
Corbel is at least a tenth of a boot bigger than a boots.
So from this distance, would
Okay,
I
so
be
you
able
guys...
to sort of...
Is it like a norm? Is it like a flat wall door, or is it like there's a handle on
Wait,
it?
what was-
Timothy, go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So, like, from this distance, because they're not letting us past yet, would I be able to maybe discern how the door is sealed and maybe how it's unlocked? Because it is stonework.
Roll a perception check.
Fucking rock nerd.
Kobold, you can just tell this as well as you get up to it. There's like 8 inches of ice on the door.
So we need a torch.
The one barbarian who is speaking looks at your group. How many of you are there?
1, 2, 3, 4. How many of us are there?
There are 3 of
That's a
us
good
right
question.
now. Yeah. Just the 3 of us. As we can see, we're a little bit outnumbered. So, yeah.
Three, you say? Think we could take you. What
I
about the ones in the back there?
Take us
Behind
where?
you.
They're of a different group. We sort of came here together.
Wait, are
but
they?
not exactly.
Hold on. Wait, the other party members, were they not, like, still hiding?
This is like implying that they noticed whether or not we said anything. Probably.
Yeah, he's kind of implying.
We came here together for different purposes. But if you let me out that door, I believe I could very well smash that ice right open.
I don't think you're gonna get through them, kid.
Sure, he kind of laughs. Ha ha! Little short one, ha! So full of it. Go right ahead. Open the door.
Are they letting me through?
They make like a little bit of a path.
A little bit of a path? Do I trust them?
I will follow him. Through.
Al will try
I'm
and
not
go
going
through as
yet.
well.
I'm not going yet. Do I trust them first?
I don't know, do you?
Like, do they seem like they would probably stab me in the back as I go through?
Roll an insight check.
That's
Yeah.
5. They are perfectly trustworthy.
They.
I follow him in.
Yeah. It's gotta
Alright.
gotta keep friends close.
I sort of keep myself behind Al still.
Cool. So you wander through, and these guys are, like I said, they lead a harsh life. You can see tales of like freezer burn and frostbite on some of their faces, long beard, lots of heavy furs, axes. The door, as you get up to it, has a large amount of ice. Dennis.
Well, howdy ho,
Might take
kids.
them, but I've got an idea.
Got an idea?
I reach out behind me and I pull out a war pick and a war hammer.
Nice. Also, wow.
And I'm gonna take that war pick and I'm just gonna, as hard as I can, slam it into the door.
Roll an athletics check.
This feels vaguely familiar.
While we bask in the glory of this athletics check. Dennis, hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
How
Great
are
Oh
you?
my
timing.
goodness, it's kind of...
How does it feel,
Okay.
Michael?
Good. I'm glad. And
I mean, I'm happy to fail.
you're back already, which is a good sign.
Yes.
Good, good. You gonna play some Dungeons and Dragons with us?
Yes, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a little too late for that. So
Yeah, we all
We just had a
died.
crit fail, and I don't know what's gonna happen now. So as you like go to hit this thing in, you hear the group of you that are been hanging back hear a bit of huffing and puffing as your last party member hustles to catch up to the rest of the group. The party has arrived to a temple, Dennis. There's some large pillars and a lot of ice and a causeway out in front and kind of like a spooky tunnel that the whole group has come into. There's no light, so I don't know how you're getting by without dark vision.
I
But
think I have
you-
a light, don't I? Or wait,
If you have the light spell,
I do have light cantrip. Yeah.
Okay, cool. what is your character? Can you give us your name, class, and race to start out with?
Okay, yes. That's why I went to the hospital too. I wanted to, as a healer, get in the mindset of a doctor.
Can I guess how it's pronounced?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna guess Malakaz.
No.
Damn it!
Malashayas.
No. It's Malachias.
I was
Close
close.
enough.
He is a human. Forgot the other questions. What was it? Class is warlock, celestial.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a new one. And what was the last one?
A
Traits?
physical description.
Oh, physical. He is like 5'10", pale skin, dark hair. He has like little scratch marks or whatever on his forehead, reminiscent of, I guess, like of a rat claw. Trying to attack him. And very frail, but not sickly. Like thin, and just black cloak or whatever, carries around, always has what is the name of it? A Tressum familiar. That's a winged cat, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
Boy.
And I believe
I
that's...
haven't been able to get your Trustum Familiar token to work for some reason, and it's like making me really angry. So I'll figure that out at some point.
Oh,
Um,
God, of course it is. A
but
winged cat.
That's what it looks
Stress
like.
2.0.
Everybody wants it. And also, I want to hear some like personality traits.
Personality traits. The one is that whenever, so basically, with my backstory, the way I got the powers, I met somebody else who told me about the the whole aspect, because my village was wiped out by a plague, and I lost a lot of people with that. So I saw this healer who was healing in an unconventional way that I wasn't aware of. And he told me about his patron, blah, 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 basically converted me to his, religion, cult thing, whatever. And it's basically an angel, celestial being that gave me my powers. And essentially was told that whenever my patron would contact me, to me, everything would seem fine, like I'm talking and whatnot. But to everyone else, I'm basically frozen solid. Like, I'm not moving, not responsive at all.
So...
and
Interesting.
yeah, and the other one is that because of the whole fact that, there was a plague, rats and shit, one attacked me on my forehead, like clawing its way. I'm very distrustful of rats and vermin that typically carry diseases.
That's...
Luckily, I don't think anyone here is playing a rat-based character.
No, but that backstory hits weirdly alongside mine, and that kind of worries me.
What?
guys-
No, I didn't do
What?
anything.
You guys are best friends.
Yeah,
Best
I'm
friends for
probably going to
life.
feel very awkward around. I'm just going to call you Malik, by the way. I'm not going to try to pronounce that. Just like I'm going to call Matthew's character Aku in the next Avarice.
And so for Malachias, what do you see his role in the party being?
He just answered the phone.
Sorry, I'm on the phone, 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess healer.
It's healer.
Celestial Warlock's pretty
Good.
good.
The first thing he said where he showed up.
What kind of stocks do you think he's buying right now?
7.
Like 7-Eleven stocks?
No, just 7.
I may have been the cause of the plague.
Don't
Should've
tell
done
him that.
What? Why?
You shouldn't have shared that with us.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm a healer, basically.
Yeah, I shared it
Okay.
with you guys, but not him. He doesn't get to know that information.
Okay, so you're probably the group's healer. Do you think you have any bonds with other party members?
Anybody who's in any sort of predisposition of healing and taking care of old, sickly people, I guess.
What
I don't
if
know anybody's backstory.
what if someone takes care of
Eagles.
wounded by people by murdering them and then cutting off one of their ears and then wearing it as a necklace?
I mean, if there's no way to save the poor sap from further life, and their only way is to put them out of their misery, sure.
I mean, look, after all the times I stabbed them, the only way to put them out of the misery was to stab them one more time.
I mean,
I'm gonna go with no, personally.
I mean, don't get me wrong, he's not one of those goody two shoes where lawful goes like, oh my god, we have to heal him, guys. No, but if somebody needs healing, he will go out of his way to heal them. But he also sees a lost cause, and if it's beyond his abilities of healing, whatever, and just put him out of the misery, fine. If you're a killy stabby, I mean, at least you have my back in a fight. I mean,
That's good to know, because I think
as long as
some
you're
healing
not a
might be
rat.
required in a few minutes here.
I feel like you might like Al.
Hello.
He's
Who
a
wants-
giant.
Who wants some pastries? Anyways, how's Thune doing with these natural ones?
Excellent. Right. So, Malachi, as you come into the party, and you've got Harshnag, your giant friend, and I think Ro was the only one that hung back.
Yeah.
And they've been hanging out, and they kind of fill you in that there's a group up ahead, and they sent out the charismatic party to discuss with them what's going on. And Thune just took his pick and bounced it off the ice as he's trying to pick through the ice that's blocking this door. The Northman just buckles up laughing. He's just couldn't have gone better in his eyes.
I want to give it another shot. Like, I'm not even paying attention to him.
There you go. There you go. And he walked away just as that happened.
He left!
Starting to say something along the lines of, "Oh, are you a child of your race?" And then you come back through and pick in like a pretty good chunk. You probably get like, I don't know, good 20 pounds of ice off of this thing.
Now, I want to specifically leave the pick in the ice.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I want to take my warhammer and I'm going to smack the boar pick.
Ooh.
Sure. Make another athletics check.
Is Michael learning from my mistake?
Yes.
That
I mean,
works pretty well. You chunk off like another, I don't know, 20 pounds of ice.
I mean, I can.
What's that?
I can use Sacred Flame and try to melt the ice.
Do you approach the Northman?
I mean, I don't know. I just literally walked in on this.
It seemed like part of the crew went ahead, and they would have filled you in that they might not have told them about the rest of the group just yet.
All right, yeah, I'll stay back.
Thune, you do get a good chunk of ice out of it, but there's still several inches and several hundred square feet of these doors to go through. The barbarian looks at you. All right. I was afraid that it would come to hard work, but if you're here to help, fantastic. And they kind of just stand back.
Right. I mean,
Is someone hitting a bong?
oh god. Anyone here know any fire magic by chance?
I mean,
No.
I'm not with you, right?
I know the opposite.
You could probably hear that if he's speaking loudly and have the opportunity.
Wait, can't I talk through my familiar, right? I could just have my cat next to him and talk through that.
Yeah, sure.
I
Can
know
you
fire spells, man.
Can you speak through your cat?
Let me consult my little handy dandy of Roll20. Additionally,
The
I
cat's
can
like,
also speak.
"Yes,
Yeah,
I
I can speak through my familiar in my own voice, even if my familiar is normally incapable of speech.
Oh, you
The
took
voice
the
of the Chain Master.
invocation. Oh, that's cool.
That's trippy
like
as
that.
fuck.
Okay.
I imagine the cat says like, "Oh yes, I know fire spells," and then the cat looks back at him, and he looks at the cat, and he's like, "Wait, can I do that?" He's like, "Yeah, you can do that."
I feel like the barbarians are just staring at the cat suddenly if they heard that.
Yeah, the group of them look at the cat and kind of like get a bit on their toes, and the shaman that's with him, she kind of kneels down and looks at it and like pokes it once or twice. Curious, your cat is a spellcaster.
I would please ask you not to poke me in the ribs. Thank you.
Now, I've got a bit of an idea as to how I can make this a little bit easier for everybody. But it is going to involve our giant friend back there. I take it it's not going to be a problem.
He looks at you and kind of spits on the ground.
I stare him right in the eye.
As
Which,
long as you're not a problem, it will continue to not be a problem.
No, boys, there's no need to fight.
I'm literally just waiting for someone to draw a sword at this
I'm
point.
gonna yell for the giant to come on out.
Giant.
Can he make it through the traps? Oh boy.
There's no traps.
Traps.
Oh, there were no
No
traps.
traps.
No traps.
Nah, it was like a portcullis or
Alright.
something.
They were.
Yeah, defense mechanism.
Now, hey, cat. Don't suppose you have any hit me with some fire magic. Some small.
Dennis, do you have any like touch spells you can do through your familiar?
Do you have any touch fire spells?
Jeez. That is not touch. The only flaming spear. Nope. Wall of fire. Nope.
Wall of fire.
I don't know if there are any touch fire spells.
Now, something
Yeah,
small.
No, I don't know. The smallest would be Sacred Flame, but that's not a touch spell. That's 60 feet.
Alright, well, I'll yell for you to come back as well.
Alright, so you yell out. So Malkaz, you can approach if you'd like, and Harshnag, your frost giant friend, approaches as well.
Alright,
Okay.
you two. Here's the plan. I'm gonna need you to hit me with a fire spell. I'm gonna need you to throw me as high up as possible.
What?
Hold on, like, hey, you?
Yes, me. Trust me.
That doesn't make what? Okay, I trust him now.
Trust me.
I love how I'm just in the back listening to this entire conversation, just slowly shaking my head, like I have so many other solutions to this, but I'm just gonna watch this horrible thing play out because this is as good entertainment as I'm ever gonna get in my 300 years of life.
Brother, I'm only here for fun.
Exactly.
I've had a long time.
Hit me.
Or rather, throw. Giant uses throw everything.
You people. Alright, so
What do you mean, you people?
you
Oh, okay.
people. What did I do with Harshnag's sheet? Do you think you're about the size of a rock? Sure, you're the size of a rock.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, no.
28 bludgeoning damage to the
No,
wall.
that's just force that I'm putting into the pick as I'm coming.
Okay, so
You know,
Jesus
I
Christ.
assume I was hit by some sort of fire spell.
he lobs you up after.
Well, I mean, yeah. I need
So
to be hit before the throw
Okay,
for this
So-
to work.
Dennis is on the phone.
Yes.
Is Dennis back?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Everybody's
Alright.
calling my girlfriend.
Yeah. Hit me with a spell.
Dennis, do you
Yeah.
have any Does Malachias have any fire things that he can do for
To me, without killing me very much.
burning
Kill
hobgoblins?
me a little bit.
A little bit.
I mean, even if I hurt you, I can always heal you. But
It's
Sacred
not as big of a
Flame
problem
is
as you think it's going to be.
Sacred Flame is the lowest fire spell that I have.
Which
That's
is
just radiant
also
damage. Come at me.
radiant damage.
Never mind. Yes, it's radiant.
Radiant damage.
So-
Hit me with a
I
fire
mean-
damage spell.
It's more
Right,
sacred
but
than
would you
flame.
say gives
Then
off
I
heat,
do
like, you know,
have.
it's
In,
sacred.
may I interest you in a sphere of flame?
Ooh.
Not a fireball, just a sphere.
I feel like it's going to hurt me a lot more than.
It doesn't do that much damage.
As I have mentioned, I can also heal you. So please
And-
consider this
Fine,
medicine.
just throw the spear at the wall then.
I'm about to say, isn't your other option wall of fire?
Yes, so a wall is much bigger than a little spear.
Couldn't we just use that?
He wants you to
Fine,
hit him with the fire.
You want me to use wall of fire?
Just wall of fire the door then.
Okay. And
It's
I
okay, you'll
concentrate
get-
real hard.
You'll get to do the fastball
I'll
special
cast
one
it.
day.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, you can throw him through the wall of fire, and now he's on fire, and then he hits the
All right.
What the
Well,
hell?
okay.
You know what?
So you
Yeah.
do this wall of fire. Can you cast the spell for me real quick? Because I think the group of barbarians might be closer than they need to be.
We could.
We can tell him to back off.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm really wondering whether or not I want to tell them to back off.
Yeah.
Why would you need insulation when the wall is just made of heat?
Great. Well, so here's the thing. The book says it takes a character using a weapon or pick an hour to chip away the ice. Or a fireball spell produces enough heat to melt it. So wall of fire just melts all of the ice on this door. That like erupts from the ground up, just licking over these doors, and they start to radiate heat. The doors reveal more of the carving that's etched into it. Some of it's stone, some of it's bronze. The scales are like intricately tiled on the dragon. I'm using some sort of like white stone. It doesn't seem like anything is a stone of value, but the ice just melts away.
How are the barbarians looking?
A couple of them take several steps back as the flame erupts, and
Afraid of fire, little man.
they look at him. Is he your shaman?
Something like that.
Is he a shaman? Best question ever.
Probably.
No.
No.
There are others in the group that cast magic.
Probably. I know I can.
Untrustworthy folk.
Oh. And here I thought you wanted to open the door.
When does the fire recede, or are you going to walk through it?
When I tell him to stop.
And the group is just like watching this dick measuring contest go on. How long does this wall of fire last?
That answer is concentration up to 1 minute.
Okay, yeah. So I'd say a minute is definitely enough to suffice. And
Before the minute is up, I'm going to tell him to cut it.
Dick measuring.
Well, gentlemen.
Can I like roll an intimidation or something? I feel good about this.
yeah, roll an intimidation check.
Just charisma. I really don't want to use my charisma.
Sure.
Yeah, that works.
Oh.
So like you go to tell him to like do it, but it's already been done, and the barbarian just looks at you.
Yeah.
All right, of course.
All right.
Guess I ran out of
juice.
Alright.
Dick's here and get on with it. Alright.
Well, that was neat.
Yeah, well, now the ice is gone, right? But the door's still closed.
Well, I would like to attempt to open the door, unless it's like huge, massive, and like
It is huge, massive.
it is not a door that I could
I can
simply
go.
open.
I can go up with him and try and push it with him just to help.
Sure.
Why
Two of
don't
you
let the
go ahead and roll me a strength check.
Athletics, maybe? Yeah, if it's
No.
pushing. Oh.
It's pulling. You
Oh,
are
there you
working
go.
on your triceps.
The book has things.
Interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't really move. The barbarian laughs at you. Of course. And he goes to do the same thing.
You're free to help.
Well, ha! While
And-
they're
The door also does not move.
while they're fucking around, can I use my stone cunning to figure out if there's perhaps a mechanism by which the door opens, or
While
if it
he's
is
studying the mechanism, I'm gonna tell the giant to open the freaking door.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, you look at the door, Odin's son, and you definitely get the sense that this door weighs several tons.
okay, so it's just
And as Harshnag strides forward and opens the door for everyone, he just kind of glances down at everyone and smirks a little bit.
Thank
had
you.
your chance. And he opens a door into a new room. The berserkers stop you before you enter. Thank you for opening the door. I do ask that you leave now.
I'm gonna grab him,
Oh no.
throw him down on the ground, and then tell the giant to shut the door.
You're trying to push him inside the door?
I'm trying to push him underneath the door.
Oh my god.
The doors open on a hinge. They don't go
see,
up and down.
Between the
If they
door.
open on a hinge. If they're heavy, then
Yeah.
there's a big. In that case, I'm not gonna do that.
Have them between
And
the
instead-
doors.
He's gonna imagine doing it.
Yeah.
You know how cool it'd be.
I mean, never mind. I'll let someone else do something. You know, fun.
well,
If he's telling us to stop going, he's like, listen, pal. I think we've been helping each other pretty well, but in the end, we are the side with the giant. So I don't think you're in a position to tell us what to do.
well, see, we can't exactly leave, or else the giants will continue to rampage and mass murder and probably kill many individuals in your tribe as well as others. I don't believe it would be wise for you to send us away here.
Are you threatening us?
Oh, no, the giants are doing this anyways. We want to try to stop them. It's more offering help than it is a threat.
Would you like assistance in stopping your giant there?
Oh god.
This giant is helping us to stop the giant which have massacred people across the land.
Wait, I know exactly what you're doing, Michael.
We're gonna go through the door now. And we're gonna talk to the oracle.
Right. If
I'm gonna pull out my battle axe and my hammer, and I'm just gonna shove my axe in this guy's face. I'm tired of it.
Can I also,
About to say,
Matthew?
I was
can
literally about to be okay. Great.
Can I-
So I would like everybody to
Can I also stab him?
Oh, I see.
roll initiative.
This is how.
Changed
This is
everything.
how.
Why?
This is
Why
how
would
initiative
you
works.
do that?
I was waiting for
I
that.
was trying to scare him. Now you
Um,
killed him.
I
So-
can literally just heal this guy.
I
And we can avoid.
I think this is a great time for a break while you contemplate on how Timothy passed the social setting, but Michael did not. And literally in the same moment, I'm gonna go eat a couple food items, and we will come back to some combat.
Make sure you describe your food items when you get back.
Tacos.
That's
Good
the food of
description.
my people.
Now when you get back, okay. Well, I was hoping it'd be garlic bread.
Taco is just another form of garlic bread.
That doesn't make any
Pickles
fucking
in your
sense.
yard.
All right, guys. I am going to try something a little different with my D&D stuff. So this is the end of part 1 of our first session with Storm King's Thunder, which means I'm going to cut the recording here. I am going to pick it back up immediately when we do come back, and that'll be part 2 of this. So it's going to be kind of wonky, but I feel like maybe not having a full 4-hour session in one massive segment will be maybe a little easier on some people to gauge interest. I don't know, though. Honestly, the group recommended doing this, so I don't know what else to say here. I'm going to come right back, and this is going to be on the same day, so as usual, thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you all enjoyed, hit like, subscribe, and share it with your friends, and my usual bit, you know? And if you're interested, hey, stay tuned for part 2. I literally don't know what else to say. We literally talked our way out of this, and immediately afterwards, we're going into combat. I was expecting it, sadly. I was expecting it. Once again, though, thank you all for watching. Cheers to those who love us, the losers that lost us, and as always, the lucky SOBs that get to meet us. We'll catch you in part 2.